Hey everyone, welcome to Let's Play of Morrowind, or as I'm going to be calling this series, Loekbal, the Magnificent's Guide to Morrowind. You like that name?
Yeah.
Alright, so Doug's never played an Elder Scrolls game, period. And Morrowind is kind of a tempersome game to be dealing with. We've been marred with numerous technical problems. Graphical mods wouldn't work. They completely glitched out character selection and screens. Register edit. I had to use register editing to just get this game in a good enough resolution to be recorded, because I am not playing this game in 640 by 480. I'm not playing it in that.
Windowed at that.
Yeah, I'm not playing the game in Squintavision. And I'm also going to be playing this game with an extra stipulation. I'm going to be playing this game fists only. The only way that I can deal damage is through hand-to-hand combat. I'll be using magic such as restoration, alteration, conjuration, and mysticism for magical backup, but other than that, I will not be using any other means of damage. The problem with this, though, is that hand-to-hand combat does very little damage and is kind of a pain to deal with, especially in the beginning when you can barely hit anything. So, I'm going to be working with this, and to be honest, the beginning will be very boring as I will be mostly grinding. Since my hand-to-hand combat will start out relatively low, I won't really be able to do anything. And sorry about this, Doug, you can't really hear the intro, but essentially this is Azura talking to you, telling you about your prophecy and that you are coming to fulfill it here in Morrowind, as I understand it. And now the prisoner, who is this guy, is telling you to wake up because we are now here in Morrowind. I think the music's a bit loud. Give me a second.
That guy looks fucked up.
Yeah, someone slid him up. There we go, I think that's good. Oh, ooh. Alright, now I'll type in my name.
Elf or something?
Yeah, he is a dark elf, native here to Morrowind. So like I said, my character's name is Loekbal the Magnificent. There we go.
Well, not even last night's storm could.
I'm not sure. I think you spelled that Magnicant.
Say we've reached Morrowind.
Did I misspell it?
You might have.
I think I'll have to recheck.
Fuck it.
Here comes the cover.
No, I don't want to be misspelled.
Come with me.
Alright. So now we are finally moving on to create our character. We are going to get off the boat from prison, as you always do in Morrowind, in any Elder Scrolls game, really. You always start in prison. It's been a theme ever since Arena. In Arena, you start off as a member of the Royal Council, I believe, and you're thrown in prison by Jaeger Tharn, who's taken over the Imperial throne. And then in Daggerfall... Actually, no. In Daggerfall, you weren't a prisoner. You were just sent by the Emperor to deal with the problems in Daggerfall.
That was the only game that...
Yeah, I think that was the only game where you weren't a prisoner. But that game is fucking... That game will destroy your soul. Alright, so I will be playing as an orc this time around, and this hair and facials will really do. There's only actually 4 faces, so if you like the other ones, like these. I like this one. Yeah, there's also only like 4 hairs as well. So we'll be sticking with these. These will be fine. So one thing I like about the orc is that they have magical resistance, 25%, which is excellent. I'll be using that a lot throughout the series, and I will definitely be needing it for certain situations. Alright, gonna go...
Yeah. So that's like magic damage resistance?
Yeah.
Yes, we've been expecting you.
Alright, now we're going to be creating the class, and I have... Get off my page.
There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice
And I have my character stats selected here, what I'll be picking out. So then, the class we'll be making, I am calling the Stubborn Pugilist. Alright, so the specialization is combat. We will be focusing on that. Our favorite stats will be speed and strength. We need the speed to be able to run around and juke and jive everything that needs to be dealt with, and the strength to hold the heavy armor that we'll be wearing. So we'll pick hand-to-hand combat. We'll be picking heavy armor. There it is. We'll be also taking Restoration, as well as Armorer, to take care of our armor needs, and then Security. For minor skills, we'll be taking Acrobatics for the fact that it's a good strength stat and levels up easily over time. We'll also...
What does acrobatics do?
Acrobatics determines how high you can jump. So then we'll take
Okay.
Athletics, which determines how fast you'll move, which I'll definitely be wanting to have as a minor stat because it will allow me to level it up slower. Or lower it up faster because of how low it'll be starting. We'll be taking Alteration, which is good for casting levitation spells, and what else is it? Jump, walking, opening locks. I don't think I'll be using that so much, because I'll be taking next. I will be taking. Wait, did I already put Security on? Yes, I won't be using that so much because I already have Security. Plus, I don't think you can disarm traps with Alteration. I don't think. So I'll also be taking Mysticism, which will be good for teleporting around and soul trapping, if I recall. Yep. And then we'll be taking Conjuration, which I will be using to cheese out the game.
Nice.
Very good. The letter that preceded, you mentioned you were born.
So
Basically-
are all these games that complicated?
No. Oblivion gets a lot less complicated, and Skyrim essentially streamlines everything. So, pardon me, I've been drinking a lot. Drinking tea, not shut up. Alright, so, the classes that we'll be taking, a lot of people I saw for a run like this, they pick the Lady, which gives you plus 25 personality and plus 25 endurance. Endurance is good because it determines your maximum fatigue. However, I don't like the personality. I don't normally use personality or really any kind of persuasion shit like that. So I'm just going to pick speed since it's a home... I forget the term. It's the mother attribute for hand-to-hand combat. And plus you start off being moving. Your movement speed at the beginning of the game is really, really slow. So I want to move a lot faster.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp
All right,
this
so
paper,
I'm...
make sure this
Could you look up if I spelled magnificent properly? Loekbal, the... I don't need any typos. Magnificent.
No, that's Magnificant. It's a Cient.
All right, Wait, Magnif. Magnif.
Wait, no, okay, no, it's just Cent. I was wrong with the I.
All right. ECNT.
ICNT.
God damn it! I am not a fucking
Yay.
good. Right there. Now our
You have
names
mastered
are spelled
spelling.
properly. So all this looks good. All right. So
show your papers to the
now we'll be taking our release identification papers. All of this looks good. The year is this, and we'll just be taking this. All right. All right. Thank you.
Continue through to
Here are
next
the
building
papers.
And talk to Celes Gravius.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to have to go talk to Celes Gravius, so he'll tell us what the hell we're going to be doing here in Morrowind, as we were sent here to do something. Don't know what, though, yet. We were just told by the Emperor himself that we will be doing something here. Also, the game's telling me to take this ring. Also, there's gold in here. I'll take that, too. Yeah. Now it's telling me how to use magic. I know how to use magic. Just,
Is Celis his name or a rank?
no, I believe it's his name. Celes Gravius. I'm pretty certain that's his name. Alright. First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Celes Gravius, but my background is not important. I am here to welcome you to Morrowind. Tell me more about Morrowind. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from the Emperor Royal Septim himself, and I don't need to know anything more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man, but before you go, Before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. Yeah, we weren't just released for just the fun of it. We're here to do something. What are my duties? This package came with news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Caesades. in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Casades. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you serve the Emperor himself. I will also have a letter for you. Do not disturb... Oh, and a disturble to your name.
Dispersal.
Dispersal, okay. I'm sorry, I'm not a very good reader. Should have practiced reading a bit. So now we are complete...
So basically they were like, okay, we need somebody to do this. Fuck, the only qualified person is this prisoner.
Yeah, there's a good reason why he sent us, but now we're a free man. We have 88 gold to our name, and also this ring, which heals me. We also have the directions to Caesades, and also a package to Caesades, which they expect us not to open. Although I could open it. I also like how they named it directly this, even though Magnificent is a nickname. Alright, so... Follow these instructions. Proceed to the town of Balmora in Vardenfell district. Report to a man named Caius Casades. He will be your superior and patron. You'll follow his orders. His residence is not known, but ask at the corner club called South Wall. Please. I wonder if it's a Chinese restaurant. We have a Great Wall food place around here. All right, so now we have some money, and we're going to spend it to better prep us for the journey ahead. So we'll come in here.
Would there be consequences if you open that package you're not supposed to open?
I don't know.
Something to say to me?
Yes, I do. I'd like to buy some stuff. I would like to buy... let's see here. I'm just going to limit this, because I don't need to buy any kind of weapons. Let's see here. I'm going to need to buy some heavy armor, which this is what this is. I believe the helmet offers the most protection for its weight. The gauntlets will be good. Oh shit, he has steel armor. I better not splurge yet. I don't think I'll be able to afford it. Oh, that's too much. That's way too much. Yeah, take that back. And... yeah, I think this is about as much as I can afford. I'll take that. I should have bargained with him. Damn it. I wasn't thinking. Okay, so now that we have some armor, strapping as this is, just a helmet and fists, that's all I'll be needing for the moment. Now to grind. Basically, we're just going to spend a good portion just punching things, because, well, I need the levels. Actually, before I start, I think I can go get something else real quick. I'm going to get some money so that way I can continue to play the game and not be poor. Did I say you could hit me? Go away. I better not even waste my time. Alright, so here's the taxpayer, who is dead. Don't know why, though. Of course, what we could do is read these. Let's see here. What's on this? You cannot read during battle. Oh, right. This thing's bothering me. Stop it. Right, so the things that this thing is called the Quam Forager. I believe it is... I didn't take notes on these, but I do know that these things are, well, they're part of a species called the Quam, and they're kind of like these hive-like creatures. They basically the entire economy of Morrowind is based around them. They have mines dedicated to them where they harvest their eggs and stuff like that. What I fought was a forager, and what they do is they go out and try to find water, food, enemies, places for the hive. So that's their job. They're kind of bastards, though, and they sort of attack you. Don't know why, though. There's no real reason to. They're just hostile for no reason. Alright, so now that I have 220 extra gold, I will be taking this breastplate, these greaves, and I think I can buy a pauldron, I suppose.
That's interesting, though, that their whole economy is just built around bugs.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of interesting things about this game, but I'll get... Put your pants back on. I did not mean to do that. He is fabulous, but he will not rock naked. Alright, so... Do I have boots? I think I have boots. Nordic fur boots. I don't think there's any boots here. No. Not heavy boots, at least. Alright, I suppose I could start off and start leveling up my hand-to-hand combat now. It's gonna need to be pretty substantial. It's gonna need to be at least increased 15 levels before it becomes anywhere near someone talking? I saw something pop up on the subtitles. I don't know what that was. So I'm going to have to fist fight
Or
essentially
you can
everything in the
become
local vicinity.
Orcish Kenshiro.
Yeah, that's essentially what you're naming this run. You're calling it the Kenshiro run. How did your run of Fallout go? You haven't been talking a lot.
Oh, yeah, that was borderline impossible. I might try it again, but like, you need to get to the second town, get some money, and buy armor, because unarmed run in Fallout 2 is borderline impossible. What makes it even worse is I'm playing the Restoration Project, which introduces a bunch of like side quests and cut content.
Give me a second.
And one of those
Check
things
something
is
quick.
this guy who has a bone to pick with you right off the bat, and he will ambush you all over the place at the beginning of the game, and just him and his posse will fucking shank you to death.
Maybe the level is fine. I think the music needs to go down a little bit, though. Just a little. I'm just making sure my audio levels are proper. I don't need the game being completely overpowering my audio or yours. That'd
Yeah.
be kind of disappointing, really. It'd be like how it sound like we're stuck in a wind tunnel.
Oh yeah.
So, basically, this part of the game is going to be completely boring. It's going to be me just punching things. So, yeah. Also, this mud crab looks different from any other mud crab that we see in the Elder Scrolls series. I believe in Oblivion, they actually look like crabs, and actually in both series after this, Morrowind, Oblivion and Skyrim, they look entirely different. I believe these are just a different species of crabs.
Crab.
Yeah. But you like to have this
Yeah.
crab at Red Lobster?
I think I said
Yeah.
it off recording, like I had a moment where I was watching you like test the recording. I was like, oh, cute, a turtle, and then it turns around into that. I was like, oh,
Oh, God! Yeah. As it stands right now, we're not going to be able to do much until we're able to get our hand-to-hand combat level up to level 445. I hope by the end of this, I'll be able to get my hand-to-hand combat up to 497, which is, I've calculated, probably about the maximum I'll be able to get it up to. I even have a spreadsheet of this. Basically, with my heavy armor stat, I'm going to try to get Daedric armor, and then enchant it to get to the maximum value of fortified skill. Oh, we've killed our first mud crab. Excellent. It only took probably 5 minutes.
probably.
So, yeah. Oh, here's a weak creature. This is called a scrib. It's a larval form of the quama. I forget what they're called already. God damn it. Quama. And it's now paralyzed me. Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Although I will say though that the failed Fallout 2 run made me think, this would probably work a lot better in Fallout New Vegas, where I could use VATS and get, there's better unarmed perks in Fallout New Vegas, such as paralyzing palm.
Yeah.
You can kung fu strike people in the neck and they lose like half a minute of action.
Yeah, that's real good. It also I also tried a hand-to-hand combat run of Oblivion, which is a lot harder, actually. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Like, my fatigue's starting to run a bit low, but since this thing's a bit slow, I'll just backpedal until it tries to catch up. But yeah, with the Oblivion run, I realize, essentially, you're basically being outclassed damage-wise in every way, because everyone will have a sword, and your damage will be very low, but there are some benefits, like you can disarm people. Like if you're in the arena, I figured out that you can cheese it by managing to disarm them, and based on the rules that the arena follows, you can't pick up enemies' weapons, which technically count as what they're doing. So if you disarm them, they can't pick up their weapons because it's technically against the rules in the game's coding.
Okay, so you bring them down to your level.
Yeah, exactly. And then I just beat the shit out of them. It's still really
Nice.
hard because you're only stuck with the small amount of armor that you're given. But you can't really do much out of that. You're basically... I think we'll be able to finally kill our first scrib, the weakest enemy in the game. We have finally killed a creature that took fucking 1 minute to fight. This is the reason why I need to get my hand-to-hand combat skill up so quickly, because I'm going to get quickly outclassed by everything I'm going to be fighting. So I'm going to have to fight the lowest level creatures right now, so that way I can take on more, impressive
so that one day
foes.
you can punch God.
Yeah, I'm going to probably try to do that. I'm going to try to kill. At some point, I'm going to try to do a genocide run where I use this character after I leveled up to a certain degree, and then just try to kill every possible named NPC in the game. Which in Morrowind is a fucking nightmare, because almost every single cave in this game will have a named character, regardless of what they do. They could just be a bandit and they will have a name, but once you kill them, I don't think they will respawn. So that's right. They're cutting trees outside. I was wondering what the hell that noise was.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I believe there were all ash trees, and the ash borers got them. What were you gonna say?
Can you keep playing after you've completed the main quest?
Yeah, you can keep playing after you complete the main quest. You'll just be
Okay,
God,
that'd be-
but
That would be really funny. It's like, wow, you're the savior of Morrowind.
Oh yeah,
And
basically
now I kill you all.
everyone
Like, just
treats
start
you like
the
shit
genocide
to
run
begin
right
with.
there.
Everyone in the game will treat you like shit to begin with, because in Morrowind they have this mentality of outsiders. So if you come from outside of Morrowind, they will essentially treat you like shit. And you'll see that in the subtitles when they start saying that shit to me. And I won't take it lightly. Because Loekbal,
No, you're
the
an
Magnificent,
outsider.
does
You
not
came from a
take that
prison, though.
shit. Alright, my hand-to-hand combat is steadily increasing now that my hand-to-hand combat is becoming more reliable.
I think I saw it said 39.
Yeah, it's at 39. So it's slowly becoming more and more reliable, which means I'll be able to take on this one dungeon that I wanted to go through just so I can get some loot to begin with. It's going to have a few potions I want, and yeah, and general experience, which is good. Alright. But it's going to be really cheeseballed because of the fact that hand-to-hand combat, the way that it works. So we'll just see how that runs. It's going to be a
Is that
nightmare
its
to...
mouth, or does it have one claw?
That's its maw. That's its mouth.
Okay.
It uses its giant maw to crush things. I've leveled up. Right then.
Hard.
Good. Yeah, my guy's fucking moaning in agony. So I'm just going to, I'm going to get away from these things, and I'm going to try and level up now. Which I believe I will take a point. I think the only thing I leveled up was hand-to-hand combat, so I'll get 5 points to speed, and I have to pick the rest of them and what I'm going to get. Alright. I should also practice my restoration a bit. There we go. Fully healed. Alright.
Okay, so leveling up gives you attributes, but skills have to be, like, trained
Yeah.
by grinding.
Yeah, that was implemented in Daggerfall and has been used since. Oh wait, no, I'm not resting. Hold on. Yeah, you can't loiter on towns, or else it's not legal. I think that crab
Can't loiter in towns, can't loiter outside because there's mud crabs everywhere.
Yeah. No. Okay.
What's a guy got to do to loiter?
It's against the law. All right. 5 points to speed, and I will pick what else we'll get. I think I'll take agility and strength. Because I'm going to need as much strength as possible to carry around the ridiculous amounts of armor I'll be wearing in the future.
What's the difference between agility and speed?
Okay, so what speed is... Okay, agility... Wait, are you asking the difference between agility and strength, you say?
And
Or
speed.
Agility and speed. Agility determines how nimble you are and how your ability to dodge and your maximum fatigue. Speed determines how fast you move, I believe. And that's basically the simple aspect of it. It determines how fast you're able to move. So yeah, this is basically the most riveting aspect of the first episode. I wouldn't blame anyone if they skipped this, just for the fact that it's completely boring.
Yeah, I think I think some people might just go, okay, they're gonna grind for the first episode. Let's just jump to episode 2.
Yeah, just the first. I'm probably on the second episode. I'll probably just go through a dungeon and take some stuff I found, because I know the first dungeon I want to take on. Okay, that's good. I'm actually finally able to hit consistently, which is going to be very.
The first dungeon from the town that you start in.
Yeah, the first dungeon in which I'll be partaking in is somewhere over here, and I will go through that in 3 more levels of hand-to-hand combat, which shouldn't take that long.
3 more levels of grind time.
Yeah, with my hand-to-hand combat growing much faster now since I can hit consistently, relatively speaking, it shouldn't take as long as it had to get from level 30. As long as I can hit.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's based on chance to hit, yeah.
Yeah, this game is really focused on stats and shit like that, which is what, when my friend Nick tried to play this game, it drove him crazy because he's like, I'm punching, but it ain't hitting. This is dumb. Or like he was trying to swing a sword. It's like, if I swing my sword, it should just hit. Which is what Oblivion changed and has been kept in Skyrim. Because it annoys people and people don't want to deal with that. But I'm sticking with vanilla unmodded Morrowind because it's just to remain true to the stats in the game to make sure I'm not cheating.
Yeah. I get that this is a very different kind of game, but I liked how the first Deus Ex did it, where your accuracy stat was like the reticle would shrink and shit.
Yeah.
Which that wouldn't really work for melee combat, but like I feel like that would be a better way of handling it.
I also like how even though you're on the police force, your aiming is fucking god awful.
Oh yeah, in Deus Ex. It's like,
yeah, you're just off the police force. You just got trained. You have cyborg implants. How are you so awful at aiming?
Yeah, like you basically have to stand hit still for like a fucking minute if you have untrained pistols or God forbid rifles. It's like stand still for like a fucking minute to aim properly.
Yeah, that's real good. I never really got far in Deus Ex. I always got bored and stopped playing.
Yeah, I like the end game of Deus Ex better, because then it just basically turns into fucking Doom. There's just hordes of enemies and you're just wrecking them all.
That sounds better. I don't know, Deus Ex was...
Oh yeah, if you master rifles, it's ridiculous. The shotgun becomes like imagine like an accurate carbine. That's what the shotgun becomes if you master rifles.
Cool. Alright. One more level. I think I can scrape by with 44. I'm saving so that way to make sure everything doesn't get sent to the scrapyard if I die.
The scrapyard?
The scrapyard. Alright. So the first dungeon we'll be taking on, I don't remember its name, but it's over here, is a tomb, which means there's going to be all kinds of goodies in there, and things that will definitely kill me. So, we'll just go do it real quick.